Yeah, I mean, we definitely did. We don't want to put ourselves in a spot like we did last year. So I think getting a goal right away, making really good puck plays, and then getting another goal right away after that, like, obviously you do better when you're up 2 goals right away. But yeah, I think we came out with a lot of speed and up and down the lineup. I was really impressed with the way that we just continued to hound them. I think they did a lot of dumping and chasing, which they're not a team that likes to do that. So, and then you got Nick back there who made like 57 crazy saves. So it was great.
How do you feel in that, getting back in there and having, there were some good saves early, I think, on that first power play, that too, on the rebound. Just seemed like you were pretty sharp this afternoon.
Yeah, I felt good. I guess I like an afternoon start maybe. Yes. But yeah, our team played really well in front of me and blocked a lot of shots. And in the third, they were clearing the puck and picking up sticks really well in front. That definitely saved us a couple goals. And we obviously took some punches from them in the third, and then went right back down and showed what we could do. So I think that last goal was huge to just make sure we got the job done, and then obviously big kill at the end and fighting off that 6-on-4. So.
Ken, what went in the decision to play Nicole today?
I mean, she played great last time we played them, and it was kind of, she was back up in the rotation, and when the goalie plays well against a certain team, I think they get confidence, and she knew she played great against last time we played them in Toronto, and so I knew she'd be ready to go again today, so it was good.
Taylor, was there any mention among players that Toronto had just scored 4 goals in the third period the other night?
No, that's not superstitious. I don't know the word, but that you got to knock on some wood after that. No, I would just say like we knew that like any amount of goals can be scored back on you if you don't put the pressure on. And I think obviously we had a few lapses, but that all comes with time, and I think we did so well. And I think honestly playing 60 full minutes today was really impressive for us. Like 12 o'clock is kind of an early game. Like Nick said, I like early games as well, but I think getting everyone under the wing right away in the game was huge. Like, you could take the first 10 minutes off and you could be down 2-0 in a matter of seconds. So it's like you got to come out and play. But, yeah, I think we don't mention that kind of stuff.
Did you get the performance from this team that you were kind of looking for in recent days?
Yeah, I would definitely say so. I mean, we had a lot of jump, a lot of jam to our game. We were fast. We were first on pucks. When we do those things and we're simple with the puck, we're a tough team to handle. I mean, you look, all 4 lines scored tonight, which is great. All 4 lines created lots of chances. They were good in their own zone. So, we play as a 4-line deep team, and everyone's contributing. Everyone's playing the right way. We're a tough team to handle.
And how about Brooke, a fight for you guys, and just the season she's having as a rookie, but also lately too. I think the point streak's up to like 6 games, and just what she's been able to contribute.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's a perfect example. I mean, she plays simple plays and gets the puck in, and she's physical when she can. She shoots when she can. I think somebody told me the other day her shooting percentage is over 20%, which is crazy. But it's, again, she just, she's doing a lot of little things well. She skates well. She's physical. We knew she'd be an impact player for us, I think, after we got her here and saw how she fit into our lineup. So, you wouldn't know it by looking at her or talking to her that she's got a point streak going, which is fine. That's just how she is as a person. She just goes about her business and wants to do her job and contribute.
Can you carry any momentum in and out of a 3-week break?
I think so. I mean, I'm certainly going to enjoy the break a lot better after a win. And, obviously, Taylor's flying overseas. We got, some players scattering to have a little week off, and then we'll have a few weeks of practice. And, we know we have to win games. Like, we knew regardless of today's outcome, we're going to have to win games in these last 3, and we know we need that. So we need points, and we know it's going to be probably come down to the last game. So, I mean, that's our mindset of we got to just keep playing well. We have a little mental break now, which is good for our group, but, it's exciting for the ones that are going overseas, but also it's good for the group that's not, and then we got to make sure we're ready to go.
But for Petrie as well, just this season, she had such a hot start, and I think she got on the score sheet today. She, not pumping the goals like she did those first 3 games of the year, but, what have you seen from her since she's been back?
Yeah, I mean, she's one of our rookies that is doing really well. She's a physical player. She's a presence around the net. I think those kind of players have success in our league. You have to be able to handle the physicality because our league is a physical league, game in and game out. So it's not, just 1 out of every 5 is physical. It's every night's physical. So I think, Dom, again, is a perfect example of a kid who likes the physicality, and she likes to get in and mix it up and play hard, and that's why she's having success.
Nicole, as a team, what kind of pressure were you guys feeling knowing the importance of this game?
I don't know. I felt our vibe before the game was, a good kind of energy and relaxed. I mean, you can kind of, I feel like sometimes with our group and our off ice warm ups, you can kind of tell like when we're gonna have a start like that. And I just felt like you could tell today the energy was really good. And I think obviously a lot of us that were here last year knows what it feels like to be fighting for a playoff spot. So there's a little experience that comes along with that. So yeah, I mean, every game's important and we know that. So yeah, I mean, it's there, but it's nothing we're scared of or surprised by.
And as a coach, how do you make sure that pressure doesn't overtake the team and they talk about paralysis?
Yeah, by analysis. Yeah, I mean, it's just about, for me, just making sure we're ready, making sure we're focused on our habits and our details. We do that. I mean, we obviously, with this group, a lot of them, we were down 2-0 and we could have been eliminated. And so, we found a way to battle back and obviously win that series and then move on and do the same thing. We had a crushing, overtime loss, and then we had to come back and still play game 5 and find a way to play well. So I think, this group is really good at being resilient, knowing that their backs can be up against the wall and they can still be free, play free and play with energy, play with, confidence and poise, and that's what we showed today.
Are there any differences in practice this week between the Montreal game and today, or?
No, I mean, we have our set drills like every coaching staff. I know I'm guilty of, I like certain drills because I know what I'm going to see out of it. I want to make sure our habits are good, make sure we're getting pucks to the net, we're getting traffic, working on burying pucks. I'll give Andy a shout out because he did do a skills session on Friday, but he does those often. So, but, I mean, it's just one of those things. And obviously Pete with the goalies is making sure they're sharp. So, but yeah, no, we kind of go through our progression. We're trying to make sure that we're playing the right way, and that's what our practices try to reflect.
Taylor, you had that extra gear from the get-go today. Did you tell yourself that I need to go out there and really put on a show, so to speak?
I would say I'd give some props to one of our coaches, Critter. He kind of pulled me in 2 games ago, and we just kind of went over. He's like, I'm going to be honest, there's going to be 4 really, really bad clips, and then we're going to have 4 good clips. But he challenged me to, get myself to the net, continue to be patient with the puck, and not just throw it, knowing that I have time and space and I'm fast. But I just think, having someone to hold you accountable like that in a respectful manner, I guess, too, in a sense. He wasn't screaming or anything like that. He just made sure he's like, you hear me, and you go out there and do it. And I think it's important that our staff does that. We do a good job of keeping people accountable, but also, kind of giving them a little, in the butt and be like, let's go. We can do this. And I think I'm super excited. I don't care about the personal stuff. I'm so excited for the team. I think this win was huge for us. And obviously, when you go into a 3-week break, my dad tells me this all the time, you can either win and not have to think about it or lose and think about it every single day for 3 weeks. So I'm glad that we get to not think about it.
Me too, Taylor.
Yeah.
Nicole, your stick went over the glass. Was there a sign or somebody you knew at the end of the game?
No, I just, that one was pretty banged up, and I just was like, oh, I'll do a stick over there and the puck over here. Yeah, I just tried to find a little girl over there.